Thank you, Nico Mbaga of Sweet Mother. We also have Sweet Fathers. Well, with this, we are bringing this social forum now to a start. And as an introduction, I read. When a man undertakes to fight and to plead the cause of single mothers and their children, then there must be a serious reason for it. Mr. Godian Ejiogu is the director and the founder of Stichting Migrant Moeder and Child. That means the foundation of migrant mothers and children. He is an ardent champion for this very cause. Single mothers with young children from Africa are often isolated and suffer in poverty and scarcity of basic needs of life in Amsterdam. The mission of his foundation is to create a meeting place and activity for them, build a self-sustaining community for them to belong, and empower them and their children to achieve their life dream. Oftentimes, migrants in a new country may not have adequate mastery over the language of their country of residence, and that often adds to their challenges. So in this broadcast, we will be exploring some of the efforts and activities Mr. Ejiogu and his foundation are doing. Help me, Radio Voice of Naija, and welcome to our studio today, Mr. Godian Ejiogu. Welcome to Radio Voice of Naija.
Thank you very much.
Are you excited?
Sure.
I can see that. Well, Mr. Ejiogu is not alone here. He is found or supported with the migrants, some of the mothers that he is working with. So, ladies, welcome to Radio Voice of Naija. Can you say hello to our audience, please?
Hello.
Hello. And please, would you be kind to tell our audience who you are one by one, please? Yes, starting from...
Hello, good morning. My name is Vicky Mba. I'm from Migrant Mother and Child.
Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Stella Felix. I'm from Migrant Mother and Child.
Thank you, Stella.
Hello, this is Queen Clara Mwebe from Migrant Mother and Child.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Emanuela Menjo from Migrant Mother and Child.
Thank you so much. I guess all of you are not just from Nigeria. You are migrant mothers. But you never told us from your countries of origin.
I'm Emanuela Menjo from Cameroon.
Cameroon.
Yeah.
And Clara from Nigeria.
Wow, awesome.
I'm Stella from Nigeria.
Awesome, awesome.
Vicky from Nigeria as well.
And my very self, Lady Voice of Naija, bona fide Igbo daughter from Nigeria. Well, Mr. Ejiogu, now we have to zoom up. Can you share with our listeners what led to the foundation of your of Stichting Moeder and Child? What was the passion?
Well, it's a passion, it's also an inspiration. I'm from Africa, and I've been here for a long time, so I've been working in the parishes and in the cities for the less privileged, especially for the whole society. But I saw that Africans are really isolated, and a lot of them doesn't get the right help they need because organizations that are supposed to help them claim that their problems are complex. They cannot understand their problem and they cannot give them the right help. And their situations are becoming worse as they grow older and got more responsibility of children and those kind of things. And facing all this complex issue of relationship in a foreign country that men also have doesn't get their needs to sustain their family.
Okay.
So the problem that women carry is too much, and it affects the children a lot.
Exactly.
So I see that if one didn't do anything, they will suffer and their children will suffer, and the generations after will suffer. And we have to do something to prevent the unnecessary pains, especially the painful memories.
Wow, awesome.
It's a work of peace for the society.
Wow.
And taking care of the value of human being, the right of life.
Wow, awesome. You are doing quite a lot. You are doing quite a lot. You made mention of parish. Parish. Does that mean that you are from the Catholic background or what?
Sure. Here I studied theology, and I'm a trained pastor for Catholic Church, and I worked for. I've been with Catholic Church in the parish for 21 years.
Wow.
In this country.
Awesome. So you really know the plight of migrant women.
Sure.
Only single mothers.
I really know the plight.
Yes.
Working for African, actually it's the first time I work for Africans for the past 21 years.
Yeah.
Since last 7 months.
Okay.
I started this group.
And you've grown so much, because I recently visited your Wednesday meetings.
Sure. The need is much. There are hundreds of them waiting for opportunity.
Yes.
And when they get it, they grab it, they hold it.
Awesome.
So the people are really suffering a lot. So in Rotterdam, I did the same project, but for women from all over the world, Dutch women too, and I think they grow within 6 months from 7 women to 250. And we're here, we are growing slowly, than my experience before. Yeah. Because a lot of Africans need to have, and a lot of the women especially, need to have the trust that there is really organization that care for them. Yeah. So if I may comment,
so your target group is purely defined only for the single mothers, is that?
Sure.
Or is it just for mothers? Because a mother can also be married. So is it just single or married mothers?
The first preference, the first priority is single mothers with young children.
Okay.
In order to prevent at least the children going unnecessary damage of mental or physical suffering.
Yes, exactly.
Poverty is a lot of load on your shoulder and your head. And I used to say, children are the poorest of the society because they have completely nothing. They depend on what their parents have, and if their parents have nothing, it's worse. So the children are really the first target, and then all other African black women. So this,
permit me to ask this question. So these migrant women, unquote, are they migrant women who have had their kids here, or who brought their kids or their children all the way from Africa?
It doesn't matter, because the situation is the same. Whether you have your kids here or you bring them from Africa, and you are facing this challenge in the society, you are in the same situation. I know what the challenge means, because I've gone through a lot myself. Yes.
Well, those of you who are outside and you are listening to this broadcast and you are a migrant woman, we have solution for you. Just give a call on 027371619. You're going to talk directly with Mr. Godian Ejiogu and also interact with these beautiful African women who are just staring at me. So you will interact. You see, you are not alone out there. There's an organization now that have been brought to focus. Why we are bringing them is just to bring them to focus, so that you can't ignore not to have heard about migrant. Say it again. What is it?
Migrant Mother and Child.
Migrant. Say it in Dutch too.
Migrant Mother and Child.
So you have heard them now. So you can't ignore. You can't pretend and say you have not heard them. So just make use of this good opportunity coming to you through the waves of Radio Voice of Naija, and get acquainted with other mothers. You see, you don't need to stay isolated. There is enough information with this organization to keep you going. Thank you, Mr. Godian Ejiogu. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you too.
So you have defined your target group. That is for all single mothers.
Sure.
From Africa.
Yeah.
All right. Now, my question for the ladies. When are your meeting times and what do you do when you are together? So the question is open for these beautiful ladies, starting from Vic.
Sorry, come again with the question.
What do you do when you are together and when are your meeting dates?
Okay, first of all, our meeting days are on Wednesdays, between 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
Okay.
It's the in-loop. We call it the in-loop, the consultation hours. And what we do, we discuss issues that affect the women, the African women. If I should go into the issues facing the women, like documentation issue, I think first of all I need to define what the group is all about, if you don't mind.
Yeah, please go on because we have. Yeah, go on.
Okay, the Migrant Mother and Child is an empowerment group. Is a program or project that educates and informs, share ideas, information among the African women. So we discuss in the group issues affecting the women. It concerns issues about health, issues about childcare, about our relationships, homes, and family in general. And we discuss also, we get information on generally everything that concerns the African women. You know, concerning our child, concerning our betterment, what we can do to move forward, and things like that.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Do you have something to add, Stella, and the rest of you, to what Vicky have just listed? Yes, you can speak.
Yeah. Yeah, on Wednesdays we don't just go there to discuss.
Can you increase your volume, please?
Yeah, we do have breakfast together, which is a very interesting thing, and it's part of sharing. So on Wednesdays we'll begin our day with breakfast, which is usually very interesting, and we also have every Wednesday visitors, guests who come to visit us, to talk to us about various topics and to see what we're doing. And we do have some activities. At times we dance, and yeah, we talk to each other. If you have a problem, it's a good place to come to talk to your sisters, and you can cry on their shoulders, and they're always there for each other.
Did I hear you? Thank you, dear. Did I hear you say you dance?
We do dance.
Wow. Wow. I'm going to come. And, the day I came, there was no dancing. I'm gonna wear my dancing shoe and then come and shake off my stress.
It's like a get-together place where we know each other, play, have fun. We really have fun there. So it's not like a meeting or more than, it's more than a group as we called it.
And so that means every Wednesday you are looking towards looking forward for meeting each other.
Exactly.
Yes. And the question is. And do you also accommodate, because one thing I found out is that sometimes when women have their cliques and they have their, sometimes when some guests do walk in and then they have an attitude. So you guys, you have some attitude when new people come in?
Welcome everybody.
I want to hear your voice, Stella.
We accept everybody.
Go close to your microphone, honey.
Migrant Mother and Child is a place. It's an avenue where migrant mothers meet, and I came to realize that migrant mothers do have potentials,
yeah.
But they do not know how to carry it out.
Yes.
But this Migrant Mother and Child is a place where we direct them, and link them to organizations that can help them sort their problems out,
Yeah.
So I'm just giving an example of myself. When I came into this country, I came in with my certificate, everything, but I didn't know the right path to go.
Yeah.
So at a time I tried, but it was not possible for me. So I went into nursing. I did the nursing school because yeah, I knew what I wanted anyway, so I paid for myself, you know. But finally, everything was successfully. But when I now finished my nursing line, I came across an institution who made me to understand that the course I did was not the course I was supposed to do. That the course I did was too low for my, you know, rent. Yeah, so that I was supposed to have gone for a higher level, you know. So if I had met this mother, you know, migrant mother and king, at least I would have known where to, you know, start. So it's very, very important that, you know, mothers come and then see what we're really doing. We don't just go there for going sake, you know. So yeah, that is it. It's really a positive achievement, you know.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So, Mr. Godian, how does that make you feel? Because I can see your chest muscles are flexing. You're so proud.
I trust you can see very well.
I mean, putting smiles on the faces of mothers who are stranded, and you know, I mean, I can imagine what people face when they are new in a society and you don't speak the language and all of these setbacks. And then a man, not even a woman, a man can stand for the women. My dear, we need to give a clap to you.
Yes. Exactly.
Thank you very much. Like I'm not the only one who does this. I thank them for their contribution, because they are the one who also inspire me to continue, because the road is not easy.
No.
Everybody knows, and especially being an African,
Yes.
and also being a Nigerian, that makes it worse for you to stand up for a group that people don't want to have.
Yeah, it's
Let me put it that way, because that's the reality. But the women, the spirit they have, the enthusiasm, the power in them, their wisdom, their actually I call it the spirituality of mothership.
Wow.
You know, it's a powerful strength that when you release it, you produce a new human being. Let me put it that way. And when they release such powers, you see something happening that also inspire me and all those involved. Yeah, a lot of people also involved were behind me. Especially Dutch people, who are also encouraging who trust us, who trust us, even me being a Nigerian. There are a lot of women from different countries, Cameroon, you hear it. Also Suriname are there, Ghana are there, Congo are there. A lot of African countries are present in the group.
Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now I want to touch on some of the areas that your women mentioned about so that they can share a little bit more light on those topics. In case somebody's out there and listening and you know, trying to probably ask questions so that they can be very specific. Now I heard you, Vic, you made mention about you talk on issues on health. Okay, so what actually do you mean by that? You talk on issues of health. So how do you do that?
On health, like issues like stress.
Oh, stress.
How you can manage it, what you can do to move forward from that and get help and things like that.
Wow.
That's what I mean.
Yes, that is very good. So I guess you people also talk about maybe the diabetes and high blood pressure, all of those things that confronts the migrant people.
Yes.
Because research have proved that the migrants have some of these sicknesses. You know, I believe it's because of our nature of food and also where we find ourselves now, and at the same time the high level of stress. So you talk about those things. Do you bring professionals to come and talk to you guys?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then those who will need medical treatment, how do they go about it?
Medical treatment on this group or individually?
Yeah, yes, on your group.
Yeah.
Are they being assisted as well?
Yeah, those who need medical treatment, you know, we find out if they have the document or they don't have the document to know the right channel to, you know, yeah, and then those that don't have the document, we direct them to doctors of the ward, and then we give them all the necessary assistance for them to get the necessary medical support they need.
Yes.
And for those that also have the document, we direct them to the doctors. We know the GP or the specialist. From the GP anyway, they go to specialists depending on how their cases are.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's and for some too that are normally staying at home, we sometimes advise them to engage into some activities or do some kind of jobs, maybe voluntary or paid.
Awesome.
It depends, because sometimes when you stay home, it causes isolation, which you also know, and sometimes psychological problem. But when you go out, mingling with people, associating with people, then you find out that some of this stress are gone.
Yes,
and then you also get to, get some informations about some certain things that you never knew or something like that.
Thank you so much. Yes, Mr. Gordon.
I think also the doctors here, at least here around this area, confirmed it that most of the problems of these migrant people, not only African women, is psychological. They have to go through a lot of things, and they carry it alone. They are lonely in their experiences, and those experiences result to physical disorders. And it is not easy to enter into the orientation, the mental experience of African people. You have to be somehow an African, you have to know the language, you have to understand the feeling in order to help them. So most of the medical professionals cannot come into that. They just give them medicines. So most of the doctors around here, I met them, they said actually 80% of their cases result from the mental issue, what we call here GGZ, geestelijke gezondheidszorg. So if African women or African people could receive it in their own way, that will help them a lot, improve their physical condition.
Yes. So in other words, you are saying to our audience, those who are listening to us right now, that in case there are people who are out there who are going through some mental problems and which needs histology, spiritual attention, they can as well come to your organization, is that?
Sure, depressions, traumatic experiences, stress from home, the experiences you have in relationship, and all those pressures you have gone through in life that you can't even easily share with someone. It results to disorder of the organs of the body.
I mean, if somebody can give you a shoulder to cry on and listen to you, it's very powerful.
Sure.
Because people are very individualistic here, very isolated as well. So even some people don't know their neighbor, like myself. I don't for so many years. So such a frustration, such an atmosphere can cause stress.
Exactly.
So people have to come out from their hideouts and then interact with others.
Build African community like in the African village. We go through a lot of things back home, but we have people around us to share things with. Here you don't have it.
It's true.
And so it's better to have that community where you can come together and share the experiences.
Wow, awesome. Well, before we take our break, I think it would be nice to hit on this area. You made mention about relationship. You talk on relationship, and then I see that these are mothers, single mothers. So, and you are counseling them spiritually. I want to know, part of your counseling, does it also entail them, telling them about settlement? Because just being single all through, I don't think would make anyone very happy. Let them answer by themselves.
The Bible is against it. Man is not made to be alone. It's not good for one to be alone. We are social we are created socially.
Okay.
So you want them to react on
Yeah,
that
yeah,
actually.
yeah. So are you also endeavoring, women please, look up, look up. I'm talking about your own sister. So look up. Okay, so are you also endeavoring to at least enter into a solid relationship and to let go of your past so that you can have a new relationship? Because having mother, being a mother and having child means that you must have been in a relationship before. Is it not?
Yeah.
So we don't need to act and give me this kind of face as if you are virgins here. All the time when African women shy, we want to talk about sexual issues and want to bring some issues to focus. But I believe you are enlightened women. Let's talk about it. So are you also planning to at least in the near future settle down?
Of course.
And be happily married just like me?
Yes, this has been our dream for every woman to be happy.
Yeah.
So we can be happy when you have your man by your side and your children, to see that support of children also.
Yeah.
So he has been counseling us also that we cannot remain single.
Yeah, and increase your
just
value.
he's helping as a single, but the singleness will still go out one day for us to be for us to have a partner.
Yes.
So you do counsel us, and we still look for future to settle back with our
Partners.
Yeah, with our
Awesome.
partners.
All right, there's a caller somewhere out there. Hello, caller.
Good morning.
Thank you, sir, for listening. So, may we have your question?
Yeah. First, my name is Andrew Momo.
Yeah.
I want to congratulate the organization. I think they are doing a very good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but my grandparents told me that it's better to prevent a disease. You wait the disease comes before you fight it.
Sure.
So, my question is about single mothers. Can the organization help the single mothers thing? Because instead of them becoming single mother, because nobody was born to be a single mother.
Exactly.
Something happened before she became a single mother.
Okay.
And the organization tries to prevent that. That's my question.
Thank you, sir, for listening. So, Mr. Gordon, do you see that many people are listening out there, even though they may not be calling, but I mean, we are reaching to 25 to 30,000 in this broadcast. So, you have heard the question they asked you. So, please, I guess you got to put on your belt now and defend. Maybe somebody's out there who wants to sponsor you. Come on, speak out. Tell us.
Well, thank you. I thank the caller. It is a cause that we have to work on together, and we need every support, spiritually, materially, to support us. So the challenge is too much. The challenge of these mothers is a lot.
Yeah.
And the challenge for the children, we haven't even gone
Exactly.
into the program and the issue of the children. The challenge is extremely too much.
Yes.
We talked about a little about this relationship issue. I'm trying to work out a methodic that will work, I call it pastoral mediation for the men and the women.
Okay.
In a way to bring people to work in their past,
Okay.
remove all those painful experiences and memories, and start a life afresh again. For the women, there is a lot, actually there is a long way to go in working on the past, all those anger and issues.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And to start afresh. And also to have this room for the children.
Yes, exactly.
And especially room to trust
Exactly.
a new person in your life.
Yes,
Is not
exactly.
easy.
Yes, I can imagine.
It's not easy. And when we work on those things, we can have peace in the life of every human being, in the life of the family, in the life of the society.
Yeah.
So I believe it's a good cause for any person who wants to support us with knowledge. Like you are doing, you came there, you also gave us advice on a health issue,
Yeah.
health products.
Yeah.
And you are creating this
Yeah,
opportunity
women,
for what
yes,
to hear us.
women wellness. I came to give knowledge on women wellness, and at the same time helping right now to promote you on our massive network. That's what I'm doing here. And then also through my e-blast, it has gone through to several thousands, even reaching to governors' offices in Nigeria. And I have a way of knowing when they have opened some of our emails. So I believe that your work has gone very soon. Supports will be coming from different angles.
Thank you also. Thank you. This coming Thursday, there is a television program where this project will appear on.
Okay. Netherlands
2.
Yeah.
Thursday, 5th of June by 18:55. Actually, 5 minutes to 7. At Netherlands 2. It's called After the Four-Dew. So you can see these women in picture. The television came and filmed them, and also spoke with some of them, or some of them spoke on that program. So we are happy with this exposure and attention too.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I was thinking you are going to tell us about your upcoming. I heard something about barbecue. Is it happening? Is it happening?
There is this need. There is needs, basic needs in life, like you read. There are basic needs in life.
Yeah.
The basic needs of attention, of having a right to feast.
Yes, exactly.
Even when your child have a good diploma or have a powerful achievement, you have the right to celebrate.
It's true.
For the children. But because of material issues, such rights are not there for the children or for the mother. So the mothers want to celebrate. They want to celebrate the organization. They want to celebrate their life. They want to celebrate what they have achieved. They want to also have a kind of contact with people outside the organization, invite them to come and see them, talk with them. So therefore, we are planning to have a barbecue on this coming Saturday.
Oh,
if the
so
weather
if
is
I
okay.
really asked, I wouldn't know.
And the reason for the barbecue is because we couldn't afford renting a hall to celebrate.
Oh, well, the weather is very good. So.
Yeah, that's why we choose this opportunity to bring our food and drinks, and then we can celebrate with people
make provision for Radio Voice of Naija. I'm gonna come with my crew. Well, on this note, we are going to take a short break. But if you have listened to this broadcast on Migrant Rowan and Kate, please just give us a call on 020-737-1619. Remember, this is coming to you live on 105.2 MHz ether and 103.8 cable on your popular radio program, Voice of Naija. Back to the topic on standing with single mothers and their kids or their children with Mr. Godian Ejiogu, who is a director and founder of Stichting Migrant Mother and Child. That means the foundation Migrant Mothers and Migrant Mother and Child. Right. So that means if you are a migrant mother. Hello? Hello? If you are a migrant mother, you are welcome to join this association. Now, to the ladies, tell us practical experience you've had being a single mother. Because somebody is out there, you have children growing up here now, or you have just a child. So tell us some of the difficulties you've had being just the single parent for this child. Can we hear?
As a single parent, you have to have a lot of sacrifices in your life because you are the mother and you are the father of your child. There are many things you have to sacrifice to make your child happy. My own experience as a single parent, I've forgotten totally about the social life, like going out for my son, because many times you don't even have anybody who can help you to take care of your child. So actually my life is structured around my son's activities. I go everywhere with my son. I go to the shops with my son. At times, if I'm going in to take a bath, I even go with him because I don't have anybody to watch over him if I'm in there.
Yes.
So he's practically with me everywhere, in the kitchen, in the shops. At times, even if I have to use the little room,
Yeah.
I go with him. So as a single parent, you really have to put your child first.
Okay.
You sacrifice a lot, and to do it in a more relaxed way, you have to do it with love. You don't do it as it's a form of punishment. When you do it with a lot of love for your child, then it's really, really easy and relaxed. Then, yeah, you don't feel the burden.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my secret, yeah, just do it with love.
Yeah. You have something to say?
I have something to say, to add on what she said.
Okay.
It's not easy being a single mother,
Yes.
providing everything that your child needed. So, I think
Hello, caller.
Hello, this is Femke. I'm calling in because of your broadcast.
Right. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah,
I would like to ask a question.
Yeah, it's good. Hold on. Yeah, can you speak, Cynthia?
Yeah, I would like to ask how people can support Pastor Godian with this project and where they can find more information online.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Right, can you answer?
Sure. Thank you very much, Femke, for your question and for calling in. We have a Facebook. We call it Stichting Migrant Moeder and Child. You can, where we have a report of every week activities. You have the, you can see the photos and things we do. But also, you can support us by coming up with ideas, by bringing in your talents, by bringing in your time, and because we have a lot to do. You can also support us by giving us accommodation because we don't have it. We don't have a place we can be meeting for trainings, for counseling during the week. You can support us also financially. You can support our activities like having the women have a relaxing hour or going out for a day or you can also contact me and you can also check a website and there you can also find the account if you want to support us financially.
Give the website.
Yeah,
Give the
website. People don't have Facebook. What is the website or your email?
Yeah, my email is Ejiogu at hotmail.com. Ejiogu and Ejiogu at hotmail.com, and the website is Migrant Mother and Child.
In English?
No, it's in Dutch. The website is in Dutch.
Say the link, I mean the address, the way it is.
Yeah, www.migrant Mother and Kind.
.nl,
yeah. Yeah. But my email address is also very good, and you can Google. You can also Google this foundation, Migrant Mother and Kind, and you can get other informations, publications about it. Also, you can Google Godian Ejiogu. You can also come into informations about these organizations.
Yeah, wonderful, because many Dutch people are also interested in supporting you guys, so I want to let you know that.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear.
Yeah, we're behind you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. And in case you will need a further clearance, maybe because of our time now, feel free to call Radio Voice of Naija, and then we can text or the what do you call it, the
correct
email address, the correct address, because I can't go about spelling G.A. So give us a call on 06846065550, and then we can also forward the link of the newsletter that was made in regards to this broadcast, and then in it you can easily find Mr. Godian Ejiogu and his Rowan and
Thank you.
Brown and Kent.
Mother and Kent. Mother.
Thank you, Femke. Bye.
It's Mother and Kent.
Back to our topic. So you were saying something about the challenges you are going as a single mother.
Yes.
Can we hear? Can you please speak a little bit louder because your voice is very slow.
Okay, sorry. So I said it's an ugly experience for you to be a mother and also do the job of a father. You make every provisions. You be there for them. So it doesn't give one joy. It's too hectic.
Yes.
Very too burden for us to be a single mother. Doesn't give one joy.
Better say your problem. People are listening. You better mention it. You better go back and say whatever is on the
You're
problem.
providing food for children,
Yeah,
providing clothes, taking them to places they're supposed to be. But you cannot do everything alone. You still have to work, do other things, take them to school. I mean, the things are there. So you see that some of the things you will not be able to do it, and at the end, you will not see chance to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
So that's why sometimes we try to be open up in the group to see how we can help each other. Even we are trying to introduce a child care there, so that if you cannot be available for your child, you can bring it there for somebody to take care of.
Awesome. Awesome. You really are doing great. Yes, we have just a few minutes before we round up. So.
Okay. The experience, it's not as if we asked for, we asked for it. It's not as if we're happy being single mothers, but circumstances, caused it. Because when you are living with a man and when the atmosphere is not conducive, I think it's better you people part amicably than, one killing each other, Yeah. So the thing is that we are not really happy anyway, because in my place there's an adage that says one person or one partner does not train. It's not good for a partner to train a child, because when a child is being trained by only by a father or a mother, there's always the negativity effect of it, because when you are there with a child, sometimes it leads to a child having a psychological issue, and sometimes the child cannot concentrate, and then sometimes when the child goes to school or goes out there to mingle with friends who have their mother and fathers living together, so in him, he will be having that, or she will be having that inferiority or complex in him,
True.
And then coming home, and maybe he might come home and say it out to the mother or the father, where is my mother or where is my father, So all these things do affect the children, So that is why, to us, we never asked for it, but, it happened.
Yeah. But somehow along the line, God is helping you.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Just 1 minute before we sign off, Vicky, what do you have to say?
Okay, like the issue of being a single parent is an overwhelming experience on my own side, actually, being that you are the mom and the father at the same time. So yeah, like my sister Manuela said, it's a lot of sacrifice. You have to neglect your own life, if I may use that word, and face the children, because their priority is number one in your life. And again, it's also depend on how you program your mind or how you treat it. You have to do it with love, and in that way it's not too difficult, it's not too stressful. But at the end of the day, God is the one that strengthens us to be able to do it, because it's nothing you can do on your own strength. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to come back to your group next time when God permits us, because I would like us to dive into dealing or handling children with love, because I've heard these mothers, I've heard two of you made mention of do it with love. So that suggests to me that there are some who are not doing it with love, and they need to be corrected anyway, or they need to learn. They need to come to you and then learn and get some nice experience. Before we sign off, Mr. Godian Ejiogu, I believe you've been made fat in your heart. So
Thank you very much. I'm always fast and I have a broad shoulder and it's not my own power.
Yeah,
God's
exactly.
will and
You know,
power.
I'm so excited because before even we could get to mentioning some of your needs and the people are already showing interest that they want to help. So, you know, before we could get to some of your constraints, but somehow along the line, God has taken care of it.
Exactly.
Well, if you are listening to this broadcast and you want to contact Mr. Godian Ejiogu, please go back to send an email to him on Ejiogu, G.Ejiogu. Ejiogu is Ejiogu at hotmail.com. And when you send email, just tell him what you want to do, and then he will get back to you. Otherwise, go to Facebook and then sign up as well or join Migrant and Stichting Migrant and Child. Is that?
Yeah. Stichting Migrant Moeder and
Okay.
Child. Or SMMK.
SMMK.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Before.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so we still want to invite some of our African mothers that are out there to come and join the group and experience the good and the future life of the group. So we are inviting them also.
Thank you so much for that announcement.
Thank
And
you.
once again, we want to use this opportunity to say thank you to every one of you.
Thank
and those
you.
of you who have heard us this morning, we also want to